Let's get blessed together. Thank you guys for the support that you have shown me this far. May God bless you. For the returning subscribers, God bless you. For the new subscribers, welcome to my space and let's get blessed together. Today, I want us to talk about forgiveness. It's not an easy topic, especially when I'm talking about it right now. The experience I've had with forgiveness, but I know that God will help us. And if you're there, you're stuck in unforgiveness, please watch this video to the end and God will bless you. Me, continue supporting me, continue subscribing, comment, share, and like, and God will bless you. So today I want us to talk about forgiveness. Forgiveness is not easy. I've been in that situation, and many times that God is putting me through this situation that, especially when I put a video out there, I'm going through that experience, and I know that God does not want me to preach water and drink wine. And I'm grateful to God because it is good to be in the counsel of God. And there is nothing more valuable like being in the presence of God and like being in the counsel of God. So I've been in this situation of being stuck in unforgiveness, and unforgiveness can really mess you up as a believer, as someone who is prayerful, as an intercessor, in whatever ministry that God has called you. And forgiveness can really make you go steps behind, you know what I mean? So it's not easy. It's especially when you're bleeding inside with pain, when you're being with people who you thought are your friends, who you thought are your family. You know what? There is that person you get to be with, and you expect that they are least people to hurt you. And when they hurt you, it cuts deep. It gives you that feeling of, I can't forgive this person, especially when they hurt you. And you tend to ask yourself so many questions. But if you are a believer, I know that at some point that God always helps us in making it through, especially when you are going through unforgiveness, because there is no way you can go before God when you are stuck in unforgiveness. You know that feeling. There are too much emotions going on in someone, especially when you're dealing with that unforgiveness. So there is this time I'm going before God and I'm like, God, I've come before you. I need you to help me. You know, when you are in that prayer session. And I remember God telling me, before you ask me for anything, you will have to forgive the person who has hurt you. And I was like, no, I can't do this. I'm going through a lot of pain. And I was like, God, can't you see how much this person has hurt me? Can't you see how much I'm going through? Can't you see this pain, Lord? And I'm like, Father, I can't do this. It gets to a point that you can't even mention those people who have hurt you. You can't even say their names. And then you've gone before God, and God is telling you, you'll have to pray for this person. And you'll have to pray for this person like you're praying for yourself, you know? And that is when you get to know dealing with God. At times, it's not as easy as one may think, especially in these things that most of the times take advantage of, like this topic of forgiveness. And God gave me a realization of knowing what true forgiveness is, because there before I think I was just saying, I've forgiven you, but then again I forget that I've said it in my mouth, but what about my heart? Because God wants us that whatever we say with our mouth, it aligns with our heart. When you say you have forgiven someone, God wants that forgiveness to align with your heart. I ask you out there, like, do your forgiveness, when you say you have forgiven someone, does it align with your heart? Because that is what God looks for. God does not look at only the words that comes from our mouths. He looks at our hearts. So if your forgiveness, if you say you have forgiven someone and that forgiveness is aligning with your heart, then you're good to go. Because this time I'm like, God, give me the strength to pray for this person. And when you go before God, it's not about cursing that person. It's not about telling God, look at how much they have hurt me. You just pray for them, that whatever is pushing them to do what they are doing, ask God to remember them in whatever they are struggling with, that it is making them push them to hurting you. Pray them those good prayers you know that you can pray.